Shalom, 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 yasha'Allah. This your boy, Brother Shamwa Allah, back at you with another quick edifying video. Today's lesson is going to be called Take Heed. All right, first and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory. I want to say, Call Halal Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Rawchaa, Qadash. That's all praises to the Heavenly Father, whose name is Yahawah, and his only begotten Son's name, who you ignorantly call Jesus, whose name is Yahawashi. All right, and the Holy Spirit, which is the Rawchaa Qadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, the great millstone, who have ruled well to the Spirit and have fed and edified the sheep in these last days, and has pushed this gospel and this truth to the four corners of the earth in these last days. A mighty shalom. Another mighty shalom to all you Akim out there laboring on the highways and on the hedges and on the unicorn, which is this internet, pushing this 100% doctrine, this 100% truth to the four corners of the earth in these last days. A mighty shalom to you all as well. All right. Like I said, today's lesson is going to be called Take Heed. All right. Came across this article just a few minutes ago, right, from the dailymail.com. It says Texas rocked by earthquake just miles from city of 1.5 million people. So a 3.0 magnitude earthquake has struck Texas Monday morning. The quake was recorded less than 50 miles south of San Antonio around 10:50 a.m. It says, according to the U.S. Geological Survey, the earthquake took place in Wilson County, which is at the southern tip of the greater San Antonio metro area. As of 2024, San Antonio had a population of just under 1.5 million. The entire San Antonio, New Braunfels metropolitan area, which Wilson County is part of, is home to 2.6 million people, according to the last census in 2020. It has been a rough start to 2025 for San Antonio, which experienced multiple earthquakes in recent months, which have been a rare event in the area until now. It says on January 29th, a near historic 4.5 magnitude earthquake was felt in San Antonio, followed by a 3.6 tremor 2 days later. It says, according to the My San Antonio, the 4.5 earthquake was the third strongest quake in South Texas history, behind a 4.8 magnitude earthquake in 2011 and a 4.7 in February 2024. As for Monday morning's 3.0 quake, seismic activity above 2.5 in magnitude can often be felt and cause minor damage. All right. It says USG notes that the latest earthquakes in South Texas took place right along the Gulf margin normal faults. The faults are large cracks in the Earth's crust that form along the edge of the Gulf of Mexico, now being referred to as the Gulf of America by the U.S. government. Says these faults run straight through southern Texas and occur because the land near the Gulf is gradually stretching and sinking due to gravity and the weight of the thick sediment layer and movement deep within the earth. All right. So that was the earthquake that just happened today. And then I was just looking at this one too, right? This is why we should be taking heed, because the Lord is giving signs and showing, the things that are, how close we are to the end. All right. This is iHeartRadio. It says 6.5 magnitude earthquake reported. A 6.5 magnitude earthquake was reported in Svalbard and Jar-Mayen on Sunday, March 9th, according to the United States Geological Survey. The earthquake was centered in Olakabanyan at the depth of 10 kilometers, or about 6.2 miles. It said it received 3 reports of people having felt the earthquake at the time of publication. It says the Svalbard and Jar-Mayen earthquake was reported hours after the 4.1 magnitude earthquake was reported in California on Sunday. According to the USGS, the earthquake was centered in Malibu at a depth of about 7 miles. It says the California earthquake was reported hours after a 3.2 magnitude earthquake was reported in Alaska on Sunday, according to the USGS. The earthquake was centered at a depth of about 12 miles. It says centered in Tiktaalik, Slovakia, if I'm not pronouncing that. It says the Tiktaalik earthquake was reported days after a 4.3 magnitude earthquake was reported in Alaska on Thursday, the 6th, according to the USGS. It says the earthquake was centered in Anchor Point at a depth of about 64.8 miles. The Anchor Point earthquake was reported days after a 4.5 magnitude earthquake was reported in Washington on Monday, March 3rd, according to the USGS. The earthquake was centered at about 10.1 miles. And now 10.1 miles. The Washington earthquake struck hours after the 3.9 magnitude earthquake was reported in California on Monday, March 6th. It says the USGS said the earthquake was centered in North Hollywood, about 9.5 miles in depth. The California earthquake struck hours after a 4.3 magnitude earthquake was reported in Alaska. Right? Do you see what's going on? These things are continuing to happen. All right. You know, I could probably go on and on. Right. So there was an earthquake in Alaska for 4.3, and the Alaska earthquake was hours after a 5.5, which was reported in Nepal. All right, on February 27th. So you see, these things are continuously going on. All right. Let's get a couple scriptures real quick. All right. Let's go to 2nd Esdras, right? Chapter 9 and verse number 1. It says, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then thou shalt understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. It says, therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then thou shalt well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. Okay? So the Lord is telling you, right? When you see these earthquakes happening, you know, just understand that the Lord is visiting, and that this was all prophesied, you know, to happen. Okay? When we go to Salakia. Salakia. Let's go to Salakia. Salakia. Let's go to. Jeez. Having trouble here. Let's go to. Yep, this one. This is Isaiah, right? Let's get this real quick. Book of Isaiah, right? So the Lord said, when you see these things, you got the uproars of people, right? You have these earthquakes, all right? Understand that the Most High is visiting this place, all right? It's the book of Isaiah 29 and verse number 6. It says, then thou shalt be visited of Yahawah, Bahasham of hosts, with thunder and with earthquake and great noise, with storm and tempest, and the flame of devouring fire. Okay? The Lord is going to continue to visit this place, all right, with these earthquakes. These are all signs, you know, to show, you know, the times that we're living in. Okay? Yahawashi talked about it too. Okay? So this is the time for you to take heed and understand. All right? Understand what's happening. All right? Matthew chapter 24 and verse number 7, it says, "For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom," right? And we see that happening now. It says, "And there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places." All right. When you read in the NLT, it says, "Nation will go to war against nation and kingdom against kingdom. There will be famines and earthquakes in many parts of the world." All right. and you see, they have reports of all the earthquakes that are happening. All right. And they're tracking them. It was a few hours after this one. It was a few hours after this one. Before, when earthquakes happened, they weren't, that was big news, that was big news. But you see now, these earthquakes, they're happening so much that they don't even really make too much news, man. You got to kind of look for them, right? But they have a thing where, like I said, I brought it out before, you can go on YouTube and they have a live 24/7, and it just shows all the different earthquakes as they happen. It just shows all the seismic activity and the things that are going on, right? Because Esau is using this what? To know, right? Says he is wiser than Daniel. All right. When you go to Revelation chapter 12 and verse number 12, it says, "Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time." Right? This devil knows he has a short time. Right? And how is he's using that, just as he has his little doomsday clock, right? How is he doing? He's using the things that are going on. He sees these earthquakes. He knows that these earthquakes, represent the coming of his end, man. All right? The wars and uproars, all these different things. He's using this to calculate how much time he has left. And he knows he has a short time, right? These earthquakes are happening hours after each other. All right? And then keep going. All right. In diverse places or in many places. So this is the time to take heed and understand, right? You don't have time to keep playing around. You don't have time to keep playing around with Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. All right. Let's get this and I'll probably close it out. Romans chapter 13 and verse number 11, right? Because you see, your local news is not going to talk about this stuff. Nobody's going to really talk about this, but the men, who are watching and showing what's going on, right? It says Romans chapter 13, verse 11, "And that now, Salakia, and that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than when we believed." All right? Each day draws us closer, right? Each day you go out and you look at these, the things that are happening upon the earth, and you see that we're drawing nigh. All right? We're drawing closer and closer to the end of this place. All right? And Yahawashi told you what? Luke 21 and Salakia, I believe it's 24. Salakia. Luke chapter 20. Salakia. 24. Nope. I think it was that Salakia. As much as I brought this out. Here we go, Salakia. I did have it right. It says, Luke chapter 21 and verse 34, it says, "And take heed to yourselves, lest at any time your hearts be overcharged with surfeiting and the drunkenness and the cares of this life, and so that day come upon you unaware." All right? You're not paying attention, right? You're not watching of what's going on. All right? You get, distracted by the cares of this life, that you're not seeing the things that are happening around you. All right? You got to continue. Of course, we have to continue to live and do the things we have to do in this life, but you have to continue to watch also and pray, right? It says, "For as snares For as a snare shall it come on all them that dwell on the face of the whole earth. It says, watch ye therefore, and pray always that ye may be accounted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass, and to stand before the Son of Man. All right? And that's ultimately what we're trying to do. All right? Continue to watch, take heed. All right? And watch the things that are going on. All right? Because we see, that these prophecies and these things are playing out. And the Lord is showing you and giving you signs and letting you know the time that we're living in. All right? And it's time to take heed. All right? So I just want to do this lesson, Lord's will. This is edifying. Right? With that, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory. I want to say, Halal, Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Rawchaa, Qadash. Peace and blessings to the elect of the 12 tribes scattered abroad. A mighty shalom to the 144,000 men. To the rest of the elect, stay diligent, stay focused, keep praying for one another, keep watching, right? And take heed in these times. All right. And with that, I'll say shalom.